And also making our news, the University of the West Indies Open Campus Dominica will host the 10th annual UWI Open Campus Bernard A. Sorrento Memorial Lecture later on this week. Officer in charge at UWI, Kimon Joseph, informed that this year's lecture will be done by someone who is not only a dynamic speaker, but who is versed on the issue of aging.
This year, we are very fortunate that Dr. Joan Rawlings, who is from St. Kitts, and she's a medical sociologist with the University of the West Indies in St. Augustine, recently retired. She will be with us and she'll be discussing the topic, aging in the Caribbean, the challenges, the opportunities, and the realities.
Joseph explained that each lecture is centered around a topic that is relevant and provocative, and this year the issues affecting the elderly will take the forefront.
Essentially, Dr. Rawlings will be discussing two things. First, she'll of course be discussing the biology of aging. There are life changes that happen as people age and their bodies change, of course, and the things that they were able to do 50 years ago, they may not be able to do it when they're 70 or 80. And so she'll first of all be discussing those types of issues as far as it refers to the biology of aging. But she'll also be talking about social issues relating to aging. For instance, she will be discussing financial security or insecurity as people get older. And she will also be dealing with particular issues such as elderly care.
According to Joseph, some strides have already been made in Dominica to deal with the issues affecting the older population.
As we know, in Dominica, there have been particular emphasis on our older persons in our society in the last 10 years or so. And we do recognize there are several elements of neglect in our society as far as it relates to people who are older. And the government has done a lot of work in ensuring that throughout the communities in Dominica that the elderly do receive care and dignity that they should be receiving at that age. And we will talk about that as well. We'll talk about other islands in the Caribbean and how they have been responding to issues of providing such care for the elderly to ensure that they are not neglected. So Dr. Rawlings will be looking at these topics. She'll also be speaking about opportunities, what opportunities there are for the Caribbean islands and for the people of the Caribbean as far as dealing with issues of aging are concerned.
This free lecture and discussion is open to the public, and it will be held on Thursday at the Fort Young Hotel Conference Room.